We've gotten a chance over the last couple weeks to look at a couple of the 2019 Samsung QLEDs pretty closely, and now it's time to compare them and see which one might work best for you. Hi, I'm Carl with Apt, and in this video we're going to be taking a side-by-side look at the Q60 and Q70, the first two QLEDs in Samsung's lineup for this year. Starting off, there are some differences you'll notice right away without even having to turn the sets on. For example, the Q60 has a noticeably thicker bezel than the 70, but if you look closely when the TVs are turned on, the 70 actually has a black border running around the picture. That black border combined with the smaller bezel makes them almost the same, so it's not a major difference, but it is something to note. The next one, and this is only going to apply if you're putting these on stands, is the pedestal. They both do their job in holding the TV in place, but the 70 offers a step up in its construction. The feet are metal instead of plastic, which is what you get on the 60, and the cable management is much better looking on the 70. With the 60 you get a couple of plastic clips to hold the cables in place. The 70 actually has channels built right into the pedestal. I will say though, with the 60 you can at least get a couple HDMI cables run through each of the clips. You'd have a hard time fitting more than one through each side of the 70. Just something to keep in mind if you're going to be plugging in more than two sources and you want to try to hide all the cables on the 70. Inputs between the two, though, are exactly the same. Two USBs, four HDMI 2.1s with number 4 having an audio return channel, antenna, RS-232C, and an optical output as well as Bluetooth. Moving on, we've got the sound. The Q60's got a 20-watt 2-channel system where the 70 gets 40 watts and 2.1 channels. So your bass is better on the 70, however, I will say that either one is still going to benefit greatly from supplemental audio. Next up is probably the most notable difference, the picture. They both obviously use Samsung's quantum dot technology, however, the 60's edge-lit and the 70 has a full array panel, and that, along with the addition of quantum HDR8X on the 70, dramatically improves the contrast. Colors on both look natural, if not slightly oversaturated, but you can adjust those to your liking within the menus. And regarding the menus, the only difference you're really going to find in those has to do with that local dimming. On the 70, you can set the local dimming to low, standard, or high. There is no off option. The 60, because it's edge-lit, doesn't allow for any adjustments like that. Putting them side by side, you can see right away the black levels are much better on the 70. The 60 has more of a gray tone to it, but that's mostly a side effect of the edge lighting. But I did notice when I was running some tests that the whites, although good on both of them, on the 70, they didn't seem as bright as on the 60, even though both pictures were on the same settings. And I tried local dimming on every level and turned the brightness all the way up to kind of see if that made any difference, but it didn't. It didn't seem to factor when I was watching movies or shows, but it was something that I noticed. Motion seemed very similar between the two as well. I couldn't really tell a difference. Neither was bad by any stretch, so I was happy with that. The last thing I noticed regarding the picture was the off-angle viewing. It seems like the 70 holds its picture at a bit better at more of an angle than the 60, but it was pretty close between the two of these. And that's really everything. There aren't a ton of differences here. The picture obviously is the most prominent one, which is why the 70 is generally going to be about $400 more at the 65-inch size. But is it worth the extra cost? It's right on the edge, but I'd say so, especially if you're someone who doesn't upgrade their TVs all that often. What do you think? Are the benefits of the 70 worth it? Let us know in the comments. As always, we appreciate you checking out our video, and don't forget to subscribe so you get updates whenever we upload new content.